Hey guys, so I have a little bit of a dilemma, but I'm not sure how relatable it is. I guess we'll see. So first, background information. First of all, here in Peru, it gets pretty hot. So during the day, the houses get really warm. So really the only way to cool the houses down is to open up the windows and crack the doors a little bit, just to kind of let the air through so it doesn't stay as hot. Second, I rent from someone who lives on the same property as me. So there is like a shared yard space, and then my house that I'm renting, and then the house of the people that I'm renting from. There's about a good 8-foot gap between the two houses, and then an entire yard, which is decently large. So I guess we'll skip back to today. So I was in the house, I was working, editing videos, doing some stuff online, coaching, stuff like that, and I was just trying to get stuff done, and then all of a sudden I heard some racket in the house. I was kind of in a different part of the house where I wasn't in like the main area. So I heard this racket, and I was like, when I'm in work mode, I can be very honed in, very much like I'm in it. So I don't really look around. So I was like, maybe that was Dan or whatever. Keep working. About 10-15 minutes later, I hear it again, and I finally look up from my computer this time. Could have been getting robbed the entire time. So I look over and I see my partner is sleeping, literally in a bed in the same room. So now my brain's like, what is happening? Why is there this noise happening in my house? And me being the man of the house, I had to go out and figure out what it was. And I didn't want to freak out my partner. So I get up and I leave the room. She's still sleeping. I didn't want to disturb her. And I left the room, tried to seem as cool as possible. As I'm leaving the room, I don't know if she just has a sixth sense or something when I leave the room, but she wakes up out of a cold sleep and wakes up. And knows that I'm leaving. So she gets up and she's like, where are you going? I was like, oh my God. And I wanted to get her to go back to sleep so I could go check this out, because it really could be nothing. I didn't know what it was going to be. So I didn't want to freak her out preemptively. And then the noise happens again while I'm trying to calm her down. And then she was like, what was that? And I was like, I don't really know. Now it's midday. It's not dark in the room or anything. So I could see the entirety of the house. I go to open up the door, and I look outside of the room, and I'm doing the whole I know what I'm doing, and check the corners like I'm in the military or something. So I walk out of the room, seeing that there's nothing in there, and then I see that the door is just wide open. Now this isn't exactly abnormal, because I leave the door open to make it warmer in the house. Now when we're super busy, I'll lock the door, but I leave the door open to do my thing. But not the front door, only the back door, and the really only way to get into the back door is a lock and key. So anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm looking around, there's nothing. Then all of a sudden, I hear the noise again. It's coming from the kitchen. I leave the room, I go to the kitchen, and there's a dog in my kitchen. The neighbors, whom I share a yard with, and also are the only ones that are able to get into my house when I leave the door open, they have a dog. His name is Loki. He's very cute. But Loki has figured out how to open my kitchen door that remains locked while I am opening the kitchen door to let the air in. And he's also figured out how to open up the cracked door that I open to let the air in. So yeah, that's my dilemma. I'm not really sure. He's a cute dog. He's not a bad dog. He doesn't pee, he doesn't poop, he doesn't eat anything. But it's happened a few times now where he's just busted right into my kitchen. I don't know if this happens to you guys. It's not really a super US thing, I guess. But yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about it, because there's a dog that is burglarizing my house. He's just breaking in, doing his thing, and I'm not sure how he's breaking in, because I've without twisting the handle to the kitchen, I can't get in to the room where I can kind of pass through. So yeah, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on this? Because I don't mind the dog being in the house. He hasn't done anything wrong yet, but there's really not much I can do to keep him out. The owners, they speak a mixture of Spanish and Quechua, so communicating with them is rather difficult. I speak Spanish, but their primary is Quechua, so we're both speaking in a middle language that neither of us understand super well. So anyway, yeah, I'd love your thoughts. Otherwise, if you want to see more shenanigans like this, I guess, right up in this corner right here, there's going to be a little video that YouTube thinks is perfect for you. Otherwise, it's going to be a little ball right here. And this ball, if you click on it, apparently it lets a dog in my house. So, happy hunting. See you soon.